turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet again.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the third highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Jones got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Saquon Barkley.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd medium winds up being a good one. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
The 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 5.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
5 yards remain on second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
The play brings up third down and 5.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
2-yard gain.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Love. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
McDonald sets to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
They go play action with McDonald. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, McDonald. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
14.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Love. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cole McDonald hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Giants 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
1st down.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
Running to start the drive is Love. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's McDonald to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones pass. Complete.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. McDonald. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tressway now. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Giants 3.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On first down, Jones. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing is McDonald.
And 7.
And he rifles one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play action. It's McDonald. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
But it brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Makes it 3rd and 17. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Graham Gano on for the extra.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.